From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
Passengers are still waiting to begin their trip north from the Bay Area on a cruise ship. What's next for the Ruby Princess after a docking accident in San Francisco? A backlog when every second counts. Why critics say this week's 911 dispatch meltdown in Oakland is an example of a much bigger problem. And a deadly overdose of fentanyl leads to a conviction for a dealer. His guilty plea on murder charges is the first of its kind in California. Good morning, and it's Saturday, July 8th. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Devin Feely. Let's start with a quick check of our weather with First Alert meteorologist Paul Hagan.
The second weekend in July is really going to feel more like the middle of May. No big changes to the cooler than average weather pattern that we have been stuck in for the past several days. But we are going to see some bigger changes as we head into next week. Heat dome over the desert Southwest isn't going to set up camp directly overhead, but it's going to be close enough for a warming trend to kick in beginning Monday, especially noticeable Tuesday onward. For today, temperatures starting off in the 50s. Those numbers will gradually warm up as we head through the first part of the day. Any fog out there is going to back up towards the coast. Highs are going to end up about 5 to 10 degrees below average this afternoon. Just the warmest spots inland cracking 80 degrees.
There is good news and bad news for the passengers stuck at Pier 27. Their Alaska cruise is still on. The bad news is it's going to be a lot shorter and they're going to see a lot less of Alaska. That's because they are not setting sail until tomorrow as work continues to fix a hole in the hull left by the ship's impact into a dock on Thursday morning. Now, the original 10-day itinerary included 4 stops in Alaska. You can see the ports of call on your screen there. Now, the revised 7-day itinerary leaves only one 12-hour stop in Ketchikan before the ship heads back down the British Columbia coast towards San Francisco. Our Betty Yu caught up with a passenger who is trying to make the most out of going nowhere.
Passengers are now going into their second night on the Ruby Princess, docked at Pier 27 just over my shoulder. I spoke with one passenger who says that this is his first post-pandemic cruise and will be his first time seeing Alaska should he choose to stay on this ship. Performers entertained cruise ship passengers aboard the Ruby Princess Friday night. Bleacher Dave, as he's better known, snapped these photos of people enjoying the pool and socializing in the last 24 hours on a ship that was supposed to depart for Alaska Thursday afternoon. The collision happened earlier that day on arrival. The ship, now carrying 3,200 new passengers, has to remain docked until repairs are made and inspected by the U.S. Coast Guard. The Ruby Princess is now expected to leave 3 days after its original departure time. What was your first reaction when you found out you're not leaving till Sunday at 4?
So the first thing I thought Sunday at 4 was get me off of this thing because we live in Oakland.
Guests can choose to leave for a full refund. If they stay, they will get a 75% refund. Both options come with discounts for future trips. Princess Cruises will shorten the trip from 10 days to 7. Bleacher Days said the cruise line is giving passengers until 11 a.m. on Sunday to decide.
Yeah, I've enjoyed the buffet, have a specialty dining at the Italian restaurant set up for tomorrow, mani pedi set up. And so it just matters if we can get some discounts and some spiffs, we're likely to stay on. He
says the mood is generally celebratory. He and his wife enjoyed playing games and doing activities on the ship Friday afternoon.
Just did a martini demonstration, right? And so, if you go and, shake the cocktail shaker and you dance a little bit, you get a free martini. Of course, I work the free martini, Betty.
And he has no complaints about the beautiful weather and view and strong Wi-Fi. There's no shortage of things to do.
People are in good cheer. The lounges are packed. There's been movies, there's been entertainment, there's jokes, there's comedians.
And though Bleacher Dave said Princess Cruises was not entirely transparent about the collision before they boarded the ship, the captain has been very good about giving frequent updates.
Princess is also offering to refund passengers for things like unused shore excursions and airline change fees. Oakland's 911 response system is back up and running. A power outage knocked it offline during parts of Thursday and Friday. As Andre Nakano reports, this is just the latest problem to plague a dispatch center that's known for having one of the slowest response times in the state.
It makes me feel unsafe, yeah. Paul Williams and his family recently moved from the East Coast. He wasn't surprised to hear about Oakland's 911 system being shut down due to a power outage. According to City Council member Dan Cobb, it took about 10 minutes to get the system back online and routed through the Alameda County Sheriff's Department's dispatch center. The president of the Oakland Police Officers Association says response times were impacted as dispatchers continue to have trouble communicating electronically with officers out in the field.
The dispatchers are toiling literally with papers and pen, writing down individual calls, running across the room, giving it to the dispatcher, and then sending it out to the officers in the field.
The city's IT department had everything back up and running by 5 o'clock Friday afternoon. Earlier, the Police Officers Association said it has little confidence in Mayor Sheng Tao's administration after its, quote, inept response to February's ransomware attack.
The same folks in IT who gave us the ransomware and the terrible response to it are the ones responding to this. So just inherently, we have little confidence in them actually getting it fixed.
The ransomware attack forced the city administrator to declare a state of emergency after network outages. Troves of personal data of employees and residents were also released onto the so-called dark web. With these issues, resident Paul Williams feels there's a lot more to be concerned about than the failure of the 911 system.
It sounds weird to say this, but Oakland has so many other infrastructure problems that it almost is not the highest on my list.
City Council member Dan Cobb admits there are issues to address. One that's directly linked to the 911 system is the slow response times.
The wait times we've had with our 911 system have not been as short as they should be.
It's such a concern that Council member Cobb recently submitted a budget directive to look at issues such as the city's recruitment policy and retention bonuses for dispatchers.
That's not because we're not trying. It's because that it's been a challenge to hire enough of our dispatchers on a regular basis and to retain them.
The city says it is looking into what happened in hopes of preventing incidents like this one from happening in the future.
The city didn't address the police union's criticism directly. They put out a statement, however, writing, quote, "Work continues to resolve the contributing factors of this incident and to reinforce the systems that support emergency dispatch staff to prevent future incidents." Now, these tourists near Lake Tahoe are doing exactly what first responders don't want you to do right now, with local rivers running fast and full. Now, to underscore the dangers, we've now learned that a San Francisco woman died on the 4th of July after slipping and falling over the waterfall in the Tahoe area. Now, this is the aerial view of the spot where 25-year-old Ishrat Azim went over the 170-foot Eagle Falls. Deputies say that she hopped over a guardrail to dip her toes in the rushing river when the current swept her away. A search team found her body in a pool of water near a hiking path.
This is one of the things that I wanted to point out to them was, hey, this is dangerous. You know, the water's moving extremely fast.
I don't think it's a good time to kind of play around the rocks and stuff. It's great for pictures, videos, capturing the moments, but that's about it.
First responders say the melt from the massive Sierra snowpack is increasing the danger this year. Charles Manson follower Leslie Van Otten could be out of prison within weeks after Governor Newsom said he's not going to fight her parole anymore. She has been in prison for 53 years for participating in 2 deadly stabbings at Manson's direction. She's been up for parole and rejected 5 times, but a state appeals court said in May that she has been rehabilitated and should be released. A notable moment on Friday in a California courtroom. A fentanyl dealer was convicted of murder after a 15-year-old girl overdosed last year in Placer County. The 21-year-old dealer pleaded guilty to second-degree murder for supplying the girl with counterfeit Percocet pills that ended up killing her. Now, the district attorney is hesitant to call this a blueprint for other cases, but hopes that it will send a message to other dealers.
But it's not a day of celebration. It's still a day of sadness. Because at the end of the day, this case involves the death of a human being.
Officials report that half of all fentanyl overdose deaths in 2020 involved victims under the age of 25. Coming up, security guards were surprised to see this. You can call it a spider hole, but one man called it home. We'll show you the spot located right under a California museum.
He was a little shorter than I am, and he was able to stand up completely down there.
He considered it his home.
He considered it his home, absolutely.
Plus, a series of shark attacks puts beachgoers on edge along New York's Long Island. A possible explanation for why those attacks are happening. Here's a live look outside before we head to break. We'll be right back.